This is a diesel engine out of a 1985 Mercedes 300 SD turbo, and it was low in compression in cylinder number 2. So we pulled the head. After doing a leak down test, we found it was leaking through the exhaust. So we pulled the head and took it to a machinist, and they said all our exhaust valves were burnt and cupped. So we got new valves and the head rebuilt. But we're not going to do anything with the bottom end. Not at this time, anyway. I thought it was interesting that somebody had stamped numerals in the block surface. You can kind of see them there. And the stamping raised the material around it. And the reason it's shiny is because I took a sharpening stone and I just lightly went over it to smooth that out. I don't know why it has numbers stamped in it, but so one thing I wanted to mention about this is the engine stand I have it on right now is pretty stable. I can drag it around and not worry about it, but I did have it on a smaller tripod stand at one point and I knocked it over. Fortunately not on my foot. And that's when I got the stand for it. There's a gasket set for it. It's L-ring. My understanding is they make gaskets for the manufacturer, so I figured it's got to be good. So we'll get this out and throw it on the block. I'll clean it up a little bit first with brake cleaner or something, throttle body cleaner. There's the head. You might notice that one of these things is not like the other. And that's because these four are OEM exhaust valves that are getting harder and harder to find. And the supplier that we used, it was recommended by the machine shop. After quite a bit of time went by, they substituted an aftermarket valve. Hopefully that'll be okay. I did try to find a fifth OEM valve myself, but at that time, I just wasn't able to. I'm going to go ahead and set this on here. It's pretty heavy. I'm here by myself, so if I had another person, I would get some help, but I think I can do it. There's the head gasket. There's the head sitting on the motor. I saved the, I'll show you in a minute, I saved the bolt positions. And what I plan to do is, well, this is what I've read. When you go to torque it down, you don't torque it all at once. You do it in stages, 2 or 3 stages. And in between each of those torquings, you let it rest for a bit. And so that's what I'm going to try to do. I'll look that up again and try to follow that process. So the cam blocks have the bolts in them that were in them to start with, and then the bolts that go directly into the head, they're in this board. I'm going to go ahead and reuse the bolts. I understand that they stretch, but on this beefy old motor, and that's a pretty hefty looking bolt. I'll clean them up before they go back in. Some of the parts that came off of it, the turbo, the exhaust manifold, a lot of stuff to put back. It's not all going back though. We're doing a bit of a conversion on this. More to come.